So things calm down. You guys know that I've been documenting that my neighbors has been harassing us and bothering us for quite some time. Today things escalated on their end out of nowhere. I was just here recording the Gemini video. I gotta double check if I finished it, but I was doing that video, and I hear commotion from this dude like shouting because I have my window a little bit up because it's fresh out, so I wanted some good air to come in. So I hear because I'm right here, and he's like telling my fiance because my fiance got things and he was just like getting it out from my truck, and he was like, oh, we called the landlord. Lies. We're gonna park our car here in our parking spot that we talked to the landlord, and they said, yeah, take it, right? And okay, I'm gonna park here even if you call the cops, I'm not moving, da 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 da. So he started calling my fiance slurs. He's saying the A word, all the words, saying that I don't know, da da da. Moving forward, they walked this way. He was gonna pick up the kids because I guess there's a school nearby, right? So at this point, I go out and ask my fiance what happened, and my fiance's right here. He don't want to be in camera, but I'm gonna ask him what the dude said to him if you want. So, so what did he say?
Well, he basically was saying that he didn't care if I would call the cops again. That whenever he gets the chance, he's gonna park his car in blocking our garage, of course, and that he's not gonna move or even answer the door or the phone if the cops come. Saying some stuff, some lies about them calling the landlord, which I know they didn't because
Then I checked after, nobody called.
yeah. And as he walked off to pick up their kids from the nearby school, he was just babbling that he is showing his frustrations, basically.
Saying that he was from the hood or something like that, and then like saying that that's not how they deal things in the hood or something like that, and stuff like that. Like, we were shocked because I'm like, it's just Tuesday, bro. It wasn't even 4, it was earlier than that. So I decided, because I feel unsafe, I've been feeling unsafe for a minute, and you guys know this. I just don't have the money to move. And we shouldn't move from a place that we like just because they don't like us, right? We paid rent perfectly, and we even have all this, like, we love it here. And I called the landlord to double check what's going on because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And they said that they can't do nothing for us, that at least we told them, and to call the cops after. Like, that's the advice that they gave us. They never said move the car, you cannot park, because we already went over that, like when we renew our lease and everything. So with this said, I called the cops and I explained the situation, right? So they come here and I told them the same thing I told you. Before I called the cops, the dude was in front of my fiance's car. Like, said my fiance's car is parked across the street. So he goes, lets the kids walk all the way to the apartment alone, and he decides to sit down in front of his car, in front of my car, which is my fiance's car, and like pointing his phone towards my windows, like, what's going on. So I felt unsafe, so I started recording once he walks off, and he decides to stand in front of my kitchen window and start saying stuff like that's not how he deals with things, that's why he don't mess with any mf, and calling slurs like our skin color and all that.
Sure.
So I decided to call the cops, as I said before. Before I did that, before I called the cops. So I called the cops after I recorded that because I wanted to have some evidence that I'm not making it up, right? So I told them exactly what I told you, including the recording and everything. And they're like, yeah, okay. So they go upstairs because I told them, like, all we want is peace, bro. Like, that's all we want. We don't want arguments. We don't want nothing from nobody. We just want peace. Like, you live your life, I live my life. That's it. So he goes upstairs, like 3 cops goes upstairs. And when they go upstairs, the dude starts screaming at them, like screaming on the top of his lungs. And we were shocked. Like I said, oh my gosh. So the police comes down, and they talk to us saying like, hey, yeah, we are on your side here. These people have always been an issue in this building. They cannot have a conversation. They scream, they get aggressive quick, but they can't do anything. So why am I doing this video? First, I want to vent. Second, I want to document. And third, I'm just really hoping that I can move out once my lease is up, because if nobody can do anything for us, we're gonna get some extra cameras just to point out cars because we are afraid that our property could get damaged because, and it's just crazy. And I was shaking. I can't believe that. And I swear, like, you may dislike me for my videos, but bro, if you have me as a neighbor, I'm the neighbor that you don't get any complaints. I don't make any noises. I am at homebody. I just go to parks with my kid. My kid is homeschooled. Like, we don't bother no freaking body. We don't do none of that. And they have picked on us. And I wish something else could be done. Like, I don't know, get them to leave or something because. And then we noticed a few minutes before I recorded this that they come downstairs and they got in somebody else's car and they left. Like, I don't know what's going on. I hope things stopped. So something, he has a personal beef with my fiance, and the girl has a personal beef with me, and I don't even know their names. I don't even know them. At one point, their kids played with my kid when we had a pool. We have always been welcoming because we Latinos, we're welcoming. And I don't understand. And they got shocked that we called the cops. Like, bro, of course, you're threatening us. You're screaming at us. You're being aggressive. Like, we are not uncivilized. We are very civilized people, and we do not go with violence because violence does not solve anything. And what the police asked me, what do you want? I said, I just want peace. I just want them to go on with their day. We go with our day, like to ignore us basically. And I hope this does. Is it the second time we call the cops on them? Straight up, the second time. And it's been not even like a week the first time we called the cops. So at least this is documentation that we've been having issues. So hopefully by the end of the lease I can move out. I'm gonna do that because we don't deserve this.